You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here, and I'm here just to talk about and discuss the Rangers versus Dundee game yesterday. A lot to discuss. I'll just get straight into this. So it finished Rangers 4, Dundee 0, and if you'd given me that before the match, I would have taken it, no problem. The way the game went, it's actually kind of a disappointing result, if I'm honest. I know it doesn't make sense, but when I kind of break it down, it might make a little bit more sense. I'll just get into each individual goal, and we'll talk about a little bit about the players at the end. Now, Rangers are obviously looking for a good start. The last home game against St Johnstone, it was really poor start. We didn't really quite click, and we didn't have that intensity to go forward as much as we did. I mean, we weren't pressing high enough up the pitch. This game was completely different. We went on right from the off, and 4 minutes in, we scored our first goal. Ex-Dundee player Kamara getting his first goal. It was a free kick from the right hand side. Tav delivers that into the box, perfect delivery. Kamara opens up his body and a kind of volley, right foot into the net. Really good finish, and great to get that early goal after 4 minutes. Really good performance in the first half indeed. Now on Sunday we had to wait a whole 25 seconds for another goal. This time we had to wait 4 minutes. What is it? I don't know what Gerard's doing. I really don't. Anyway, on with the goal. So Candeias plays a lovely through ball into Alfredo Morelos. Alfredo gets the strike off. It's a really good strike. It's on target. Keeper saves it. Unfortunately for the keeper, it spun back and it dropped right at the feet of Tavernier, who made a really good run into the box to cover, and he's tapped it into the empty net. Still a good finish. He had a lot to do. He had to beat the keeper to the ball first. Good finish for 2-0. Now, as I said, it was a blistering start for Rangers, and in the 23rd minute, Morelos got his goal. It's obviously compulsory for him to get a goal in a game. Kent sent it into Arfield. Lovely through ball on the right hand side. Arfield just cuts it right across the box in that dangerous area between the goalkeeper and the two defenders, and Alfredo Morelos just slots it away. Very similar actually to the first goal against Kilmarnock last week. I think on that occasion it was Candeias. So really good finish from Morelos. So after 23 minutes, you're expecting an absolute goal fest. It didn't quite happen that way, but still, that whole first half we dominated the ball so much. Dundee looked like they really only did half time. So as I said, we went into the second half, and I just expected more and more goals to come. They just didn't quite come. Our play was really good though. We kept the ball well. There was a few times where we worked like one touch, two touch passing really quickly. And I think that's the difference with Rangers right now. Our last 3 games, we've passed the ball really quickly and got into the final third much more quicker than we normally do. So Rangers just kept pressing, kept attacking Dundee. Dundee just couldn't really find an out ball, despite the fact they did play a little bit better in the second half, particularly when Kenny Miller came on for them. They created a 1 or 2 kind of half chances, if you like. We did almost get a 4th goal through Borna Barisic. We got a free kick on the edge of the area, and he whacked it in, left-footed, and it hit the underside of the bar and came back. It didn't really show a good angle whether it was really close to going in, but to me it looked really close to going in. Obviously we've not got VAR and all this kind of stuff, technology yet, goal line technology and all that, so you couldn't really tell if it was how close it was, but it definitely didn't go in. Real good effort for Borna Barisic, who did okay at times in place of Andy Halliday, and I'm going to say in place of Andy Halliday because I think Andy Halliday's made that spot his own now, if I'm honest. But there's a couple of just wayward crosses for Borna Barisic, particularly in the last kind of 5 minutes. We had a chance just in the edge of the area, and instead of kind of crossing it back into the area, he just walloped it and it went just so high over the bar. Late on in the game, as we pushed for that 4th goal, the elusive 4th goal that we just couldn't quite get, we changed the formation a little bit. Defoe came on and went to a 2 up top. We also brought on McCrory, and he dropped into the back and made a back three. We played with like the last 10 minutes with a 3-5-2, which seemed to work okay, apart from the first maybe 2 minutes since we changed the formation. Tav had a couple of mistakes. I don't know if it was due to the change of position, but he kind of plays a wing back anyway, so I don't know what that was all about. So in the 89th minute, we finally got that fourth goal that we needed to kill the game. Ryan Jack played it into Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe held off the defender. The defender just threw himself to the ground. It looked like he was trying to get a penalty. Not a penalty, sorry. It looked like he was trying to draw a foul, and there was no foul there. I've seen it so many times where the attacker gets penalised for it, but well done to the referee. He didn't give it, and Defoe went on and smashed it into the roof of the net. Keeper probably could have saved it, but Jermaine Defoe, that's his 5th goal since he came here. Just have a wee look at the stats here. Now, we had 20 shots to Dundee's 7. 7 of our shots were on target, so it shows we were shooting for anywhere, which is good. We'll eventually get the kind of shots on target. Dundee only had 1 effort on target. 63% possession in the match, really dominant performance. Dundee only had 37%. We had 6 corners to their 1. And the most amazing 2 stats I'm going to give you is unbelievable. No penalties for Rangers. No yellow card or red card for Alfredo Morelos. Unbelievable. So in terms of man of the match, there was a couple of candidates, particularly midfield. I think the midfield 3, Kamara, Jack and Arfield in the first half were absolutely superb. Arfield didn't really deserve to go off. I know obviously he was taken off to kind of protect him for Sunday, but for me they 3 were absolutely outstanding. And Alfredo Morelos didn't really get much mention in social media and that, but I think he absolutely ran his heart out. Real disappointing for him not to get more goals, to be honest. He seemed to be kind of misfiring, if you will, although he scored. It doesn't make any sense, but he kind of snatched at a lot of chances, really. Borna Barisic, as I said, had a decent game. Tav, I thought, played much better yesterday, and he got a goal and an assist. What more can you ask for him? Really good play. Just our whole passing was really good yesterday. I'm really impressed with it. Obviously, we could have got more goals, which is disappointing. Even Gerrard said in the interview he was actually disappointed with that result, and I know what he means, because I went away thinking we could have actually blown him out the water there. We could have got 7-8 goals there. So that's something to work on in the second half. But if we can wrap games up in the first 30 minutes each time, then I'm happy with that. I'll watch 70 minutes of boring football if I have to. Man of the match for me is obviously Glenn Kamara. Some people might have struggled with it being their first game against their old club. It just didn't faze him whatsoever. Took his goal well, and not just that, his break-up play was brilliant. Every time he got the ball, he didn't seem to waste it, he passed it away. There was one point in the second half where he sprinted back, Dundee were on the attack, and normally we would probably give away a foul at this point. He came in from behind, kind of stepped in, won the ball, and just ran forward with it. And the next minute we were on attack and we created a chance for it. It was really good. From in a pass where we might have drawn a foul and had to defend a free kick, to then winning the ball and getting our own chance. Such a difference that he makes to the team. I don't want to speak too soon, because I said this about Lasana Koulibaly. I was comparing him to N'Golo Kante at one point. He was just so good. He was just breaking up everything. He was solid. But I didn't want to make the same mistake with Glenn Kamara, but so far, so good. Right, that's me. I'm pretty much going to wrap this up now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like on the video, as always. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Always welcome new subscribers. I'm aiming for 100 before the end of this season. I'm getting there slowly but surely. I can only do that with your help, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.